All right, yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski, and there is a lot of information on screen right now. Today is another sort of market or economic recap for PokeMMO, and I just have to give the biggest props, thank yous in respect to Best Friends or Will Rogers News on YouTube. I'll be sure to link his channels or channel down below. I can't express how much it's needed for the community and how much it means for the community, how much effort he puts in to make these lists, to keep the economy updated and to make sure people understand like how much things cost, as well as he implemented the red and green text thing that we talked about in the last update, which is just so above and beyond. Like, we gave him a feedback, I gave him a feedback, and he just did it so quickly and so easily, and it's just so nice. Like, that's just so incredible, and I can't thank him enough. So let's go ahead and look at it. These are a little outdated. I was actually gonna wait for the new, report, but I ended up choosing to go ahead and do this one since I wanted to show off these new red and green texts to show you if it's green, that means it went up in price a little bit. If it's red, that means it went down in price a little bit. And I love that sort of symbolism. It's really helpful to sort of clean things up and really see what's going on. It's also really important to note that everything should still be on a bit of a downtrend as we are in that sort of grace period for the economy, where we are in between the summertime, where the game is very, very active. People are off of school, people have off, college, jobs, etc., whatever it may be. School is starting, but we're also in between the event season. So event season hasn't started yet. It's coming up, starting on October 31st all the way to like late January, early February, mid-February with the Lunar New Year event and everything. So we're in an in-between period in the economy where things are kind of slow. This is like the slowest part of the game. There's less people playing, less people spending money. A lot of people are stocking up capital and saving money to prepare for the event season. So it's the slowest point of the economy for sure this time of the year. But once event season starts, the economy will be the fastest and quickest it is all year long. So there's a lot of exciting stuff. Let's go ahead and cover the first couple of things. Once again, everything should be trending down to some extent. You'll see some outliers, obviously, but mostly everything should be trending down. These prices were updated on 9/23. I'm recording on 9/27. I will try to get this video out to you guys as soon as possible. The Black Plague Mask is down a little bit, down to 52 mil. The White Plague Mask up a little bit, up to 36. Penguin Costume at 44 mil. Penguin Hood up to around 50 mil. Black Reaper Hood at 66. Red Reaper Hood at 135. I'll also try to point out the more important cosmetics, that at least the ones that I care about, want to have something to say about and talk about. I'll call them out over on the side on the game. I'll bring them up on the GTL and see the current pricing and see what they look like and everything. If you guys have questions about any cosmetics, let me know. If you guys have cosmetics that you guys want me to keep an eye out for, want me to show off, if you hear a name of a cosmetic and you're like, hey, what's that look like? That sounds really cool. I would love to maybe buy that. I can talk about it and give some history of it and everything. And there's a lot to do with cosmetics. Cosmetics are there's a lot of depth to them in PokeMMO. It's surprising. The Boar Hood is at around 2.7 mil, around 3 mil. Boar Costume down a little bit to 6 mil. Red Eyeball Mask, surprisingly cheap. The eyeball masks are pretty good. 5 mil. I'll actually go ahead and show off one of them. Let's search up the Red Eyeball Mask. I'm kind of surprised how cheap these are for how much they change your character. Look at this. Black outline, the red eye. That's pretty good. 5 mil for that. Here's one for actually 4.7. I might need to pick one of those up at some point. That is actually pretty interesting. Released in 2020. That could be a good investment. I don't know for sure, but could be interesting. Green Eyeball Mask at 8 mil. Lily Pad Sombrero. I love this one. I would love to one day get one of these. It's the I believe it is the Ludicolo hat. Yeah, I love that. So cool. That's around 20 mil at the moment. Xmas Lights are 7.7. Phoenix Hood at around 8 mil. Phoenix Tail at around 28 mil. Phoenix Robe at 22 mil. Fancy Butterfly Wings. I do love these as well. 8.3 mil. Golden Dragon Mask hitting its kind of bottom out. Golden Dragon Mask. I don't see it dropping below 14 mil is kind of my guesstimation. Now, obviously, these are just my thoughts, my opinions. Please take any sort of financial guesses as what it is. It's a guess. I've been playing this game for a long time, but that's all I know. I'm a PokeMMO player, not a market analyst. I don't have a degree in any of this. I just play Pokemon on the internet. So don't take it too seriously. Don't make investments solely off of my word. Please always do that at your own risk. Golden Dragon Mask, really cool item. It's has an insane history in PokeMMO of being one of the highest rising items in terms of price in the quickest amount of time. It's absurd. I think it definitely won't drop below 14 mil personally, but that's just me. Brown Werewolf Mask, really surprised to see that all the way down at 1.9 mil. That's actually nuts. I think the werewolf masks are a really good investment long term. That is really, really cheap in my opinion. Gray werewolf up to 3 mil. I was really surprised to see the gray werewolf being the more popular one. I really prefer the gray werewolf, but I thought more people would prefer the brown because it's more traditional, I guess, wolf-like. But I guess gray is maybe more traditional werewolf. I'm not sure. UFO hat at around 3 mil, another great item. Snow globe hat, something that's kind of hated, but I honestly kind of like it. 4.3 mil. Golden tiger mask, 2.3. The golden tiger continues to be obliterated by the passage of time. Now, over long periods of time, in the next, if you wait 2 years on this item, it'll be worth, I would guess, 8 mil or so, maybe 8 to 10 in 2 years or so. But right now, it is unbelievably cheap. Fire Dragon Robes at 3.4. Really surprised to see all of these. Honestly, these haven't dropped too much. It's not too bad. The 10-year anniversary starter items, which are the Fire Dragon Robes, those are the Charizard Robes, the Poisonous Flower Hat, which is the Venusaur Hat, the Giant Turtle Shell, which is the Squirtle back slot item, 3.4, 2.8, 3.5 mil. Jack-O-Lantern at 1.3 bill. Now, that is obviously pretty high. With those extremely high priced items, it's always tough to tell whether that's actually accurate or whether that is just like the GTL price. Often these don't match the actual, I guess, street market value of the item. Rudolph's Antlers at 530 mil. Now, Red Dragon Particle. I really like this particle. I think it could have some serious long-term value. 1.7 mil, though, kind of reaching its bottom out, in my opinion. Maybe it could go to 1.4, 1.5. I think it might have actually been there before, but we'll see. Spider's Web. A lot of particles are rising. A lot of the older particles have been rising. Things like Spider's Web, Spinning Scythe. I remember buying those for 75, 100k a piece, like a year after their event. Really cheap. Witch's Haze at 910. Zombie Grip, another one that was like 80k, 100k for so long. Really cheap particles. Picking up really cheap particles is probably a great sleeper investment. I feel like they just go up pretty consistently over time if anyone wants them. Zombie Grip Particle 365k, Present Particle 875, Eerie Howl 255, Graveyard Particle 255, Snowflake 2 mil, Paper Lantern Particle Effect 4.6, Hitodama Particle 2.8 mil, Pungent Stench Particle 420k, lol. Ghost Particle Effect, 2.7 mil. The Eye Particle Effect, around 3.1 mil. Zodiac Particle, around 500k or so. Let's scroll down. Shiny Kanto Friends. I think this might be one of, in my opinion, this is kind of a huge call. I think this is just maybe one of the most potential. This particle effect really has the potential to just be an extremely expensive particle effect in the future. I think it's just such an incredible particle effect. Like having 3 shiny Pokemon, 3 rare shinies come out of your Pokemon upon entry. It's very cool. People love the Kanto starters. Everyone loves Kanto. People love the shiny Kanto starters. It's really incredible. Really big deal. I think that particle has a disgusting amount of potential. RP at around 3 mil for 1,000. It's good to keep track of the RP price. Red Envelopes 2021 still at 19k. Red Envelopes 2022 at 16k. Really cheap. Lucky Red Envelopes 2021 at 100k. Lucky Red Envelopes 2022 at 77k. Goodie Bags 2020 at 60k. Wow. Pretty good. Goodie Bags 2021, 31k. You love to see it. My investment coming through. Pumpkin Goodie Bag 2020 at 165k. Pumpkin Goodie Bag 2021 at around 100k. Nuts. Xmas Present 2020 at 48k. Nice to see. Xmas Present 2021 around 26k. But these will often bounce back and forth between 25 to 30k at the moment. They're pretty fluctuating back and forth between who's picking them up and stuff. Santa Presents 2020 358k. Look at that. Santa Presents 2021 740k. This investment was insane. If you picked up some of those, just disgusting. Anniversary chests are back up at around 40k, which is pretty nice. They've dropped a little bit, but they were 50k at one point, which is just absurd to hit that high so soon after the event. Pretty disgusting. Golden Anniversary chest 100k. That honestly seems kind of cheap considering how much that's actually kind of surprising to me considering how much the 93k. I maybe should put some of these up. That is really surprising considering how cheap how much the anniversary chests are. That is not that much of a difference, right? If we compare like Xmas Presents 2021 to Santa Presents 2021, which are the upgraded form of that, it's 25k versus 740k. It's obviously a very extreme example, but a more realistic example is something like the Pumpkin Goodie Bag 2021, 31k, Pumpkin Goodie Bag 2021, 98k. So, or 100K or so. So there's a little bit more room here. I feel like the gold anniversaries could easily be like 120K, but it depends how much they were farmed and everything. Shiny charms at around 335K. We should double check that for sure. Let's see what those are at the moment. Probably still around that price. Shiny charms have been pretty consistent. No crazy price gouging on those like we have seen some years in the past. All right, now onto the event-only vanities. We're taking it a little slow here today, but having a fun, casual time. There's a lot to overview, a lot to check out. My last video had a lot of information as well, so if you want to see more, market updates, last week's or last update was still really relevant. It's still important to understand the past changes and everything. Nutcracker hat at 28.6 mil. Nutcracker uniform at 55 mil. Scythe at around 590 mil. It's hard to trust those prices, but I mean that seems pretty accurate. Gingerbread hood at 6 mil, gingerbread costume at 6.4, snowman costume at 5, snowman hood at 850K, mage's staff really down there at 1.2, but I think it was at around 1 mil or so, so I think it's cool to see it kind of like at least fluctuating back up to like 1.2 or so. Red Oni mask 450, I think this is a great item. Proto pack 2.8, Ecto goggles 1.3 mil, ghost purging outfit 1.75. Pumpkin costume, 550K, pumpkin cap. People are probably preparing to have some cosplay and have some stuff for the upcoming holiday season, the Halloween season. So people might be picking up some Halloween-themed vanities in the season, in the holiday season. Kaiju costume and Kaiju hood, which are the Tyranitar outfits, 1.5 mil and around 900K for the hood. Tiger hood, 160K. Tiger costume, 120K. Tiger tail, I think all the Tiger stuff is pretty cheap, 88K. Red Mandarin hat. This item is crazy expensive to me. I think it's a really great item, but I'm still shocked to see it at this price, 825K. Small purple rat tail, 530K. Small purple rat hood, 666K. Cursed small purple rat costume, 570K. Pharaoh headdress, 309K. Pharaoh outfit up to 339K. Crook and flail, all this stuff kind of up. Crook and flail to 450K. Pig hood, 1.6 mil. Pig costume, 1.5 mil. Pig tail, around 600K. Static, small black rat hood, 2 mil. Small black rat costume, 1.6 mil. Small black rat tail, 950K. Ox costume, 125K. Ox tail, 75K. Ox horns. I think the ox horns are fantastic. I think they're such a good vanity. I've talked about them so many times, and I think it's cool. I don't know if they've always been. Oh, look at this, 99K for these. I think ox horns are a great vanity. Look at that. I don't know. I think they're so cool. I think they can work in so many different functions. They don't just seem like ox horns to me. They seem like devil horns, or obviously I guess bull horns are ox horns. But like they can work in a bunch of different functions, and I feel like it can be horns of any sort of cosplay, and I think it works really, really well. Zombie head, 110K. Zombie head gang, let's go. Zombie costume, 110K. I think zombie head should overtake the costume. The costume has always been more expensive than the head for whatever reason. But I think it will overtake it, hopefully, in the long term. Let's actually check out what is zombie head at right now. I've invested in a decent amount of zombie heads, if I remember correctly. 120K is actually the cheapest. Love to see that. That is awesome. Retro Games handheld, 625K. Toy plane, around 820K. Teddy bear, 1.7 mil. Great vanity. Normal, okay, all the Elfbot stuff. Normal Elfbot stuff, 235K, 200K. Poison Elfbot hat, 440K. Outfit, 360K. Fighting Elfbot hat, 300K. The outfit, 320K. Steel Elfbot hat, 440K. The outfit is 700K. Dark Elfbot hat, 930K. Dark Elfbot outfit, 888K. A lot of the Elfbot stuff is very convoluted. These are extremely slow to sell vanities. You can make a lot of profit flipping these, or you can... They're very strange. The Elfbots might be the strangest, like weirdest vanities to sort of deal with. There's a lot of variance between them. There's a lot of... The demand is not very high, but the supply is also pretty low. So if people do want them, they have to really search out for them. It's a big to-do. So they're an interesting one to be aware of, at least. What was that? Ground Elfbot hat, no listing for. Let's see if that's changed. The outfit is 190 mil, which is absurd. I assume that has to be a 2016, really 2016, and it's 190 mil. That is pretty absurd. Ice Elfbot hat, 1.5. Ice Elfbot outfit, 2.1. Ghost Elfbot hat, 20 mil. Ghost Elfbot outfit, around 11 mil or so. Flying Elfbot hat, 6 mil. The outfit at 13, seems pretty high. A lot of no listings here. Rock Elfbot hat, no listing. The outfit, 8.5. Dragon Elfbot hat, no listing. 9.6 for the outfit. Fire Elfbot hat and the outfit, no listings. Interesting. Bug Elfbot hat, 7.7. Let's actually see if we can find the fire one, for example. Let's try to find some of these that have no listings. Let's see if they've been updated. Yes, we do have. There we go. We do have a listing for the hat and the outfit at 150 mil. Obviously, seems pretty overpriced, pretty expensive. I don't know if I'm qualified to say whether it's overpriced or not, but it is quite expensive to say the least. Santa's little helper hat, 17 mil. Santa's little helper outfit, 20 mil. Gingerbread Man at 28. This is one that people really speculated to go up because I believe it was one of the last things to really start to rise from that year. Skeleton costume at 105 mil. Sleigh bell ribbon, 79 mil. Ice clerk uniform, 65k. A nice little pickup. Ice cream hood. God, I love the ice cream hood. I love that it's colorable. Love everything about it. Just love the vanity. Red Xmas stocking, 120k. Xmas gift sack, really 1.2 mil almost. That is nuts. The Xmas gift sack keeps surprising me. I bought mine at like 600k. I waited for it to bottom out. Like maybe yeah, that's nuts. I cannot believe this thing. It's a really cute little vanity. It's like a little rucksack almost, but I can't believe it's that much. That's actually nuts. 960k for Nutcracker doll. PokeMMO caps have an average price of around 27k. I was also really surprised to see how much the PokeMMO caps went up. That stuff was actually nuts. Tamer outfit, really good investment if you picked a lot of these. Were like 8k during the event, just absurd. Like 8 to 13k. Now they're like 64k a piece. Bud enthusiast outfit, 18k. Koban, 50k. Hashtag Koban gang. Fishing outfit, 20k. Fishing cap, 16k. Nice little cheap vanities. Yellow, the Pikachu tail, 65k. The fox tail, 54k. Lollipop, 180k, 190k or so. Bug catcher's net, 65k. Ooh, interesting to see it that low. Trainer's jacket, 23k on average. Vampire fangs. This is actually a dream vanity of mine. I would love to maybe one day be able to pick up a vampire fangs. Very, I'll show it. Very, very minimal vanity. I don't know why. I think when I played this game back in 2013, 2014, I think I hated these small vanities. The vampire fangs and the holly hair clips are two great examples, but I think now I like them. I don't know why. I think I've fallen in love with the vampire fangs, funnily enough. So I kind of want them one day, maybe. We'll see if I can justify spending that much on them. Winged helmet, around 11 mil. Brass Elfbot hat and outfit, no listings. Candy cane, around 300 mil. It's kind of cheap, actually. I'm kind of surprised. I guess it's just tanked a lot recently. Kind of interesting. I feel like usually you see that around 500 mil or so. 245. Wow, really? That's 4 hours listed. That is interesting. That is interesting. Big moves in the candy cane economy. Holly hair clip, only 105 mil. So Holly hair clip is also one of those that has fallen drastically. Let's actually check it out. 93 mil. Wow, I haven't seen the Holly hair clip this cheap in, I want to say, years. That is actually crazy. Wow, that's a big deal. I haven't seen the Holly hair clip below 100 mil in a really long time. That's really interesting. Really interesting to see these big ticket vanities taking this much of a hit during the slow season. That is nuts. Actually nuts. Witch's broomstick, 250 mil. Red dragon body, 1.1. Red dragon tail, 10 mil. Red dragon head. That's the Gyarados, the shiny Gyarados outfit for those who don't know. 2.4 mil. Winged heart backpack, 2.6. Psychic training helmet, 2 mil. And there's a lot of people who invested in the psychic training helmet and are having a rough time, unfortunately. But it's a long-term thing. Never expect to hold an investment for under 2 years, in my opinion. Male alpha Bulbasaur down to actually 1 mil. Female alpha Bulbasaur 3.2. It says down, but that's pretty freaking high. Male alpha Squirtle 750k. Interesting price. The Charmander, maybe I should pick up some Charmanders. I don't know if it's too late to pick up the alpha investments, or I haven't touched them because I don't want to justify the box space, honestly, but maybe it is worth to pick some up at some point. We'll see, just to diversify the portfolio. Female Squirtle at 3.8, crazy price. Male Charmanders at 650k, excuse me. Female Alpha Charmanders at 4.4 mil, disgusting price, disgusting. Male Alpha Pikachu 300k, female Alpha Pikachu 250k. Male Alpha Clefairy at 266, female Alpha Clefairy at 220. Male Alpha Meowth at 300k, female Alpha Meowth at 250k, male Alpha Eevee at 700k, female Alpha Eevee at 1 mil. I will say, I don't think I want to touch these alpha Pokemon yet. I'm going to be honest, especially the alpha starters, because especially the female ones. I'd maybe pick up some male ones, but man, I think picking up, I get why they're so high. I get it because obviously the female decides the species, for those who don't know or aren't aware, but I think, I don't know, once we start seeing other breeders, I guess, for them, I think the price will take a hit. I think it's pretty interesting. I'm trying to look at this. So I know Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander are all in the Monster Egg group. So what I'm thinking is that they don't have anything to breed with. I think they can't breed with any other alpha Pokemon except for themselves. So if I could be mistaken, someone could correct me, but I believe I can actually double check their egg groups right now. So if you want to breed an alpha Charmander, oh, it's monster and dragon, but is there any dragon? I don't think so. So like, is Pikachu monster maybe? I think it's just field. Pretty sure everything like cannot match it. Yeah, so like if you want to breed, let's say you have a female alpha Charmander. If you want to breed it and keep it alpha, you actually have to breed it with a male Squirtle or Bulbasaur. Like, that's brutal. That is pretty interesting. So I think like once another monster alpha Pokemon gets released and you can breed them, like a cheaper one that you can get males of and breed with the starters, I think prices will probably go down or be a lot more interesting. At least I think a lot of the male alpha starters might go down, interestingly enough, even though they are kind of already cheap. So maybe the females are still worth picking up. I don't know. It's a tough call. Alpha Pokemon are such an interesting thing. We don't know much about them. But we have no history to go off of. They're so new. So I respect those taking the risk on them. But that's pretty much going to wrap up all of the market changes in this episode. If you guys liked it, please do make sure to leave a like on the video. It helps out a ton. Helps other people find this beautiful game and my channel, of course. Dislike it if you didn't. That's totally okay. Consider subscribing to the channel for daily PokeMMO uploads. I upload at least one video a day, whether it's PvP, guides, money making, market checkups like this, event stuff. I'll be doing a ton of event coverage, and I also stream Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern over here on YouTube. Check that out. There's also a Discord link down below if you want to see whenever videos are uploaded ASAP or whenever I'm live here on YouTube. And it's a great way to learn about the game. There's so much information in my Discord. It's crazy. It's a great way to learn really, really fast and just meet players. If you want to trade Pokemon or just meet some friends, it's a great way to do that. And also, if you want to go above and beyond, you can do so by becoming a Twitch Prime, Twitch sub, YouTube membership, etc., etc. All these ways. The best ways to support are PayPal and Venmo, which are linked down below. Those are just the best ways because they take less of a cut from their platforms like YouTube and Twitch, like a 30% cut or so from profits. Twitch soon to take a 50% cut, which is insane. But thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic day. And just keep playing PokeMMO. Keep having fun. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. And we'll see what we can do. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.